Let's welcome everybody back to some Out of the Park. It is currently the 26th of August in the year 1871. No one got a host. That's true. That is actually true. Yeah. Yeah. It is the 26th of August in 1871. And it is the Boston Red Stockings, who are 13-6, who have lost 4 of their last 5. They're coming in joint leaders of the American League. Cleveland has caught them, and Boston needs to win this game to jump back a half game ahead of the Cleveland Forest Cities at the top of the American League. I haven't had coffee yet, but that's the scenario for Boston. And they are coming into play. They're going to Brooklyn, New York to play the 11-14 New York Mutuals. The Mutuals sitting 3 games under 500, sitting, I think, 4.5 or 5 games back in the National League. They are 2 games away from elimination. So they have to win. If they fail to win today, they will be either 1 additional loss or 1 Rockford City win away from elimination. So a lot on the line for New York. New York just had a double header, kind of a back-to-back, if you will, against Cleveland, in which the Mutuals dropped both decisions. They've already lost all 3 of the previous matchups against Boston. And this one being the final one this season for the New York Mutuals. Let's get into your starting lineups with the hometown Boston Red Stockings. Bub McAtee will lead things off. The first baseman sitting top of the order. He's got .356 average, 12 RBIs so far this season. He's 4 for 11 versus Valters. Al Reach, right fielder, is in the 2 spot, batting .337 with 16 RBIs. He is 3 for 12 this season versus Valters. Tom Carey's in the 3 spot for Boston. Second baseman, sitting on a .315 average with 22 runs batted in. He's the big bat for Boston. He is 3 for 13 versus Valters this season. Andy Leonard is in the 4 spot, shortstop, batting .325 with 13 ribbies. He is 7 for 12 versus Valters in their 3 previous games. Tommy Beals, the catcher, sits in the 5 spot. He's batting .357, 12 RBIs. He's 3 for 10 versus Valters. Gene Kimball is in the 6th spot. Left fielder, batting just .154 with 14 RBIs. Only 144 versus Valters this season. So Kimball not usually the regular starter in left field for Boston. They rotate out there. Joe Batten is in the 7th spot. Third baseman, batting .205 with 7 RBIs this season. He's only 2 for 11 versus Valters. The other big substitution is Tom Patterson coming in center field. He is Patterson, batting .143 with 1 RBI. He is 1 for 3 versus Valters. Asa Bernard, the pitcher, will round things off for the Red Stockings, batting .210 with 8 RBIs so far this season. He is 4 for 12 versus Valters. We will do the pitching matchups in a moment. Let's go into your lineup for the hometown New York Mutuals. Mike McGeary, the second baseman, will lead things off. .306 average, 8 runs batted in. He's 5 for 12 versus Asa Bernard this season. Steve Bellin, the third baseman, is in the 2 spot, batting .350. He's got 17 RBIs so far this season. He is 4 for 12 versus Bernard. Cal McVeigh is in the 3 spot, the catcher. He's batting .353, 1 home run, 17 runs batted in for New York this season. Those two in the 2-3 spot, the big hitters here. McVeigh 5 for 14 versus Bernard. Henry Burroughs is in the 4 spot, left fielder, batting .200. 9 runs batted in. He's got 4. He's 4 for 12 versus Bernard. Ronnie Walters is in the 5 spot. He is batting .260 with 13 RBI so far this season. He's 3 for 11 versus Bernard. Art Allison, the center fielder, is in the 6th spot. He's batting .291 with 10 runs batted in. He's 2 for 12 versus Bernard. Charlie Pabor gets the call in right field. He's in the 7th spot, batting .266 with 15 ribbies. He's got 3 for 12 so far versus Bernard this season. And George Ewell's in the 9th spot. The first baseman is back in the lineup today. I believe he did play both games, did he not? Versus he definitely played the last game versus Cleveland. He did play both games versus Cleveland. For the Mutuals. He is batting just .129. He's on a cold streak. He's got 5 runs batted in. He's yet to get a hit in 12 at-bats versus Bernard this season. And finally, shortstop Pete Donnelly will round things off in the 9th spot for New York. He's batting .267 with 14 RBIs. He's 3 for 11 versus Bernard this season. On the mound for Boston is Asa Bernard. He is 11-6 in 19 starts with 2 no decisions. He has got a 3.04 ERA with a 1.57 WHIP. He has won all 3 previous meetings against New York this season with just a 1.0 ERA across those 3 games. On the mound for New York is Ronnie Walters. He's 11-14 in 25 starts with a 2.34 ERA and a 1.20 WHIP. He is 0 for 3 against Boston this season with a 4.7 ERA in those 3 games so far this season. Official first pitch is at 2:05. It is clear skies and 70 degrees for those of you that use Celsius. That's about 21 degrees. Wind is very strong today, though. It's blowing from left to right at 19 miles an hour. So it's a very strong wind for today's game. We are ready in this one. Before we start, let's settle the stream streaks. Thank you to Swanky for the 7-stream watch streak. I appreciate you, my guy. Thank you to Dougie for the 70-stream watch streak. Dougie, you get another white chip. You're up to 4 white chips, 5 blue chips, and 2 red chips. That's your stack, Dougie. 4 white, 5 blue, and 2 red. And then Raz is also going to acquire a poker chip. Let me find Raz. Raz is now up to 9 white chips and 2 blue chips. I'm almost out of white chips. I think Raz is right here, right? Yep. Raz is now up to 9 white chips and 2 blue chips. So there you go. There's the update on the chip count. Right, let me tab back into OBS, and then let me tab back into Out of the Park. We are ready from the Union Grounds in Brooklyn, New York. The 13-6 American League leading Boston Red Stockings at the 11-14 New York Mutuals from the National League. Riley Volters kicks, delivers the first pitch, and it's on the corner for a strike. 0-1, we are underway. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swung on and missed by Bub McAtee. It's 0-2. By the way, for you Brits that are here, you will be happy to know I went to the International store yesterday. That's up in the city. Unfortunately, they did not have Jaffa Cakes. They were out of Jaffa Cakes, but they said that Jaffa Cakes are literally one of their most highest demanded items. However, I did manage to pick up another Curly Whirly, and I picked up chocolate hobnobs. So I'm looking forward to them. Welcome in, Doom. We're underway in the first inning. It's time for our first inning sponsor. Raz DeVere is an awesome football manager streamer. He's got a solo save with Portsmouth men after he took Portsmouth women to glory in the same save. He's also part of a network save with Lewitt Gaming, or LewIT Gaming. He is also going to be the host for tonight's World Cup network save with 23 managers, of which I am one. Give him a follow if you haven't already. The great Raz the Beer sponsors our first inning here today. Welcome in, Doom. Good afternoon to you. I hope you're well. Here's the 0-2 pitch. High, 1-2. The 1-2. High again, literally in the exact same spot as the last pitch. It's 2-2. The 2-2. Grounded to second. The throw on to first is in time. And Bub McAtee is retired to get things rolling. That's going to bring up Al Reach, the right fielder. First pitch to Reach. Off the plate, 1-0. Aldi, welcome in, Aldi. How you doing, Aldi? Good to see you, man. I got the Jordan-Algeria game on from 2 nights ago. I'm catching up on that one. I taped it 2 nights ago, and I couldn't watch it yesterday because I was out all day. But, yeah, we're watching it. I got that going. Here's the 1-0. That's grounded over to short. The throw on to first is in time. 2 down. Swanky. It's in the title. It is in the title. Welcome in, Swanky. Here's Tom Carey. But the answer is yes. The answer is yes. 2 on, nobody out. Or I'm sorry, 2 out, nobody on. Here's the first pitch. That is lined into center field. Is that going to hang up there for the center fielder? It will. He's got it. And the side is retired. They go down in order to start the top of the first. Doing good, man. Had a fantastic special birthday stream yesterday. Happy birthday, Aldi. Happy belated birthday, man. Incredible support, and my team and my main saver cook. I'm sorry I couldn't be. I was literally out of the house all day yesterday. I woke up at 9. I had a shit ton of messages to answer. By the time I got through everything I had to answer, it was 11:20, and I had to be up in the city at 12:30. So I had to shower and drive. Well, not drive, but get Ubered up to the city. But I got there right around like 12:35, and then I didn't get home last night until about 5:10 after 7. So I apologize I wasn't there for your stream, man. Team in the main set, we qualified for the round of 16, finishing 8, and we went through to the quarters after we won 7-4 on aggregate against Besiktas. Let's fucking go. V Trudel, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. Welcome in. Thank you, man. I genuinely appreciate you. I feel you. No worries. I always appreciate you. Absolutely, man. Happy belated birthday. Welcome to the boomer age of. No, I just V Trudel, welcome into Out of the Park Baseball. We also do Football Manager. We have a very long-term save in Football Manager 23 going. We play Action Timing and some different gotchas like Action Timing and Squad, Dead or Alive Extreme, Venus Vacation. And we play some miscellaneous games as well. We're doing a playthrough of Final Fantasy II. We finished Final Fantasy I about 2 weeks ago. So we're picking up Final Fantasy II. That playthrough actually continues tomorrow. And if you guys check the Blue Sky, and it's all over. I plastered it everywhere. It's in the Discord. It's in Smokaya's Discord. It's on my Blue Sky. It's on my Twitter. I have posted the schedule for the month of July. So we still have a few streams left here in June, obviously, but June ends in a week. But yeah, we are going to we got the July schedule up. I was looking for the post. I can find it on Blue Sky. My Twitter feed. Twitter is like acting up to me for me today. But there you go. Guess who's home? What's up, Val? Welcome back. That's the Blue Sky post. So that's the schedule for July. Went to hell and back and came unscathed. Nice. You caught us at an ad break. We need to take an ad break to push the ad timer back. We will be back in 3 minutes' time. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back. Right, welcome back. Chaotic Bread Bear. I'm replaying it. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in, man. Good to see you. Great to see you. I hope you're well. You know, it's not good for my throat, but especially when commentating. But I think I'm going to go grab something real quick, even though I just took the break. I know. Sue me. BRB. I want to show you guys something. I'm not going to judge too harshly because it's not the original. And it's the oat one. Right? But we're going to try, for the first time ever, a dark chocolate oat hobnob. Not gonna lie, that goes pretty hard. That goes really hard. That's elite. That is elite. Oh, that's not going to be the only one I have. I might, in the ad break in the second inning, I might just plow through another two of them. That is fantastic. I went to the international store yesterday. I got hobnobs, after eights, a curly whirly, and some Italian crackers as well. But that is flat out excellent. Oh, that is so good. Oh my God. Listen, Britain, fair fucking play, man. That's a great snack. That's I want another one right now. I'm not gonna lie. How you doing, by the way, Val? Hope you're well. We got the bottom of the first. Oscar Bernard on the mound. Here's Mike McGarry, and we are ready for the first pitch from Bernard. Ripped into left field. That is going to be off the wall. Throw to the cutoff man. Sliding into second is McGarry. He's got a leadoff double. I'm going to have to go back and clip that. That is fantastic. That'll bring up Steve Bellin. Remember, New York need to win. Otherwise, they will be one game away from elimination. Here's the first pitch to Bellin. He's fouled that off. 0-1. Here's the 0-1. He's fouled it off again. 0-2. Here's the 0-2. Fly down into right field. Right fielder's there. And it will not be enough to let McGeary tag up and go to third. So that brings up Cal McVeigh, the catcher. First pitch to McVeigh. How was your trip, Val? It's grounded over to the short. The throw on to first is in time. 2 down. McGeary does get to third base, but now there's 2 outs. If time permits, we will do perfect team after the baseball game today. Between the baseball game and the network save. Here's Henry Burroughs. No. No. Thank you. First pitch to Burroughs. Ripped high into right. It's going to sit up there for the right fielder. He's got it. And the side is retired. No runs on 1 hit. And they left that man on base. We go top of the second in Brooklyn. There is no score. It'll be the middle of the order. Due up. Andy Leonard is set to lead things off. But first. New ending means new sponsor. Swanky Pants is an awesome FM streamer. He also does things like Fall Guys and Rocket League. A little bit of Fortnite occasionally. Give him a follow if you haven't already. The Great Swanky Pants will sponsor our second inning here tonight. Andy Leonard settles in. First pitch to lead off the second. Grounded to third. The throw on to first is in time. And Leonard is retired. That'll bring up catcher Tommy Beals. First pitch to Beals. High and away, ball 1. Hey! Welcome in. Guys, that's the main Out of the Park channel. If you are interested in Out of the Park, you are interested in their franchise hockey manager as well, go check them out. You can get free drops for your perfect team in Out of the Park as well. Definitely check it. They have a whole bunch of different streamers that go and stream on Out of the Park. Dr. Dynastic does a bit of the Red Rock League. There's some Perfect League that goes on. They talk about This Week in Perfect Team as well, and the new card sets that get released. So you definitely want to check them out. I had to wait 17 seconds for the Twitch shout out. There you go. Go follow the main channel. Go follow Out of the Park Developments. It's a phenomenal community, and it all begins there, really. It all begins with what they've been able to build over the last 27 years there on their main channel. Right. It's Tommy Beals settling in. Boston again looking to go back in sole possession of the American League pennant race. New York just trying to stave off being pushed to the brink of elimination here in late August. First pitch to Beals. Ripped right at the shortstop. He's got it. The throw. Is it in time? I think it actually is. They got him. It's in time. I kind of half signaled safe there because I thought he was going to beat the throw, but the throw comes in. It's on target. It's got the force. Ewell's got the hands because they didn't have gloves back then. And it's 2 away here in the top of the second. That'll bring up Gene Kimball, the left fielder. So far, 5 in a row retired in the Boston at-bat, or I should say for the Boston offense. Not been the best of starts for the Joint American League leaders. First pitch is popped up. It's flat out to center. Center fielder comes in. He's got it. And the side is retired. No runs, no hits, and no men left on base. We're going to go to the bottom of the second here in Brooklyn, New York, and there is no score. It's going to be the 5, 6, 7 spots due up. Pitcher Riney Volters will get things started for us in the bottom of the second. We are going to take a 3-minute ad break so I can go put these hobnobs back before either A, I eat them all, or B, they melt. So we will be back in 3 minutes' time. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back. It's the bottom second here in Brooklyn. No score. Mike McGeary, the only base runner so far in an inning and a half. It was a leadoff double that New York could not capitalize on, getting him to third but not bringing him home. And now they are set to try and go again here with Riney Walters in the batter's box. First pitch to Walters to start the bottom of the second. And that's way off the plate away. It's 1-0. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Check swing. They asked first base. It's in there for a called strike anyway. It's 1-1. Oh, one thing I meant to show you guys, actually, because we talked about the trip I took into the city yesterday, right? So I'm not a D&D player. I haven't played D&D in like 20 years. And I know some people that do D&D, like, you know, Gemini Lunarius, who we've shouted out many times here before. Her and her husband play D&D. Mossman Games plays D&D. But one thing I always had when I was a kid that I really enjoyed, even though I never really got into D&D, was the dice sets. So of course I would shake it and it would flop out. Go back in your home. But I picked up like a dice set yesterday, and it's built to be like a gelatinous. Of course that would fall out. It's built to be like a gelatinous cube. I know you can't see it because the blur on the camera. I'm trying to prevent the other dice from falling out. But we picked it up yesterday. Give me 1 second. The best D&D player? I don't know who that is. We just had a delivery and the boxes are too heavy. I know I just took a break. It's really bad timing. But we just had a delivery and the boxes are too heavy, so I need to go unload the car because there's topsoil in the car. 60 seconds, I'll be back. Sorry for the break again, but 60 seconds, I'll be back. I did all that and left my headphones. Sorry. But yeah, the best D&D player? Oh, London Controller. Oh, okay. Okay. I wish I was playing D&D. Yeah, I think it's neat. So, I'm just going to I'll pull the D6 out real quick, okay? So the D6 looks like this. It's meant to be like a gelatinous cube, right? That's what it's meant to look like. And not only that, but the pink. I got pink because pink is probably my second favorite color. They didn't have brown. Brown is my favorite color. And pink is my second favorite color. So I got the pink. Right? But the pink part here glows in the dark. Which I think is really neat. So, but yeah, I got a nice little dice set yesterday from the place. Let's get back into the baseball, shall we? Asa Bernard. I think Bubba means I am the best D&D player. Oh, okay. I thought it was in reference to the emote. Sorry. I just wish I wasn't. Welcome in, by the way, Bubba. I just wish I wasn't sweating my body weight out. I have heard it's extreme. I think Bobby said that it was like 30 there today in the Netherlands, and tomorrow it's going to be 38. And I'm like, listen, 30's like uncomfortable for us here, but it's warm. But we're used to it being in the Mid-Atlantic. But like 38, it doesn't matter if you're here in the States or you're over in Europe. 38 is just not pleasant for anybody. 38 is just awful. Parents just got home. Nice. Welcome home to Papa and Mama Mast. How are you doing, Bobby? It's good to see you. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Walters. Chop foul. And it's 1-2. 30. 30's a little bit. I wouldn't want to be golfing in this weather, that's for sure. Here's the 1-2. That's inside. 2-2. I got a lot of good gifts. Nice. Zig, you missed it. Last inning. You know what I picked up from the international store? Bubba, you'll like this too. I picked up dark chocolate oated hobnobs. So it's oat hobnobs with dark chocolate. And I just had one last inning for the first time ever. I could eat the whole pack in one sitting. I could eat the whole pack in one sitting. Thank you for the lurk, Bobby. 35 here today? No, thank you. No, thank you. Feels higher? Yeah. The 1-2 pitch. I'm sorry, the 2-2 pitch. That is below the knees. It's 3-2. Here's the 3-2. Oh, he's ripped that into right. Base hit. And Riney Walters has got himself a leadoff single. Can you repeat? I missed. Damn net buffering. Yesterday I went to the international store, Zig, and I picked up dark chocolate oat hobnobs. And I just had one last inning on stream for the first time ever. Oh, I could eat the whole pack. I could eat the whole pack in a sitting, dude. They're so good. They're so good. I literally put them away after having one because I was sitting here going, I could sit during the ad break and eat 2 every ad break, and by the time we're through to the 9th inning, I've gone through the whole pack. Apparently, you know what I mean? Like, you have the milk chocolate They also had digestives at the international store yesterday, actually, but I decided against the digestives. They were out of Jaffa cakes, though. They were sold out of Jaffa cakes. I was like, no. They had the one brand. I can't remember the name of it, but not the McVitie's. And the McVitie's are the ones I really want in terms of the Jaffa cakes. Hobnobs are special. Hobnobs are more elite. Yeah, they were excellent. Here's the first pitch to Art Allison, the center fielder. 1-on, nobody out here for New York, bottom second. And that one is taken. Where'd that miss? The whole pitch is inside the zone. Where did that miss? It's called a ball. It's 1-0. Do they have the Jaffa brand? They have McVitie's, and they have some other brand. I can't remember. It's not just Jaffa brand. They have McVitie's and something else. I can't remember. But the McVitie's are the ones that I like. I love those Jaffa cakes. Here's the 1-0. That's grounded over to first. The second fielder's coming over to cover. They got him in time. So it's a sack bunt, 3-4. And that will move Volters to second with 1 out. Crash Brand Jaffa are decent. I don't think it was Crash Brand, the other brand that was there. It was like Douglas or something. Something like that, I think, or some I can't remember. But there's none by Jaffa brand. It's the only one that they have are literally the McVitie's or the Douglas whatever brand. I can't remember. And the McVitie's are the ones that I've had that I like. I mean, the other ones are good. They're not bad. They're just not. They're nowhere near as tasteful. It's going to bring up right fielder Charlie Pabor, 1 on and a runner on second. First pitch, and that's taken right. Oh, that's taken high. 1-0. Benny Skull. What's good, Skull? Here's the 1-0 pitch. And that's grounded over to third. That will not move the runner. The throw on to first is in plenty of time, and that's 2 down now. And so the bottom of the second going much the way the bottom of the first has, with the runner getting on, and they're not able to move him over. You happy with your team for later? I think you know which team I wanted, especially in Group A, man. Especially in Group A, I think you know what team I wanted. Here's George Ewell, first baseman. Runner on second, 2 down for New York. First pitch. High and away, just a bit outside. He tried to corner and missed it. I know 2 teams you want to, yeah. So when I was scrolling through yesterday and I saw Group A, Benakaga, I was like, oh shit. And then I saw Czech, I was like, oh. You know what I mean? Right, here's the 1-0. That's high and away, 2-0. I mean, Czechia is a good team. My problem, Skull, is I don't know if I can beat Mexico with Czechia. You know what I mean? I don't know if I can beat the CPU with Czechia, because if I want to, I think I can, I should be able to get a result against South Africa, and I mean that by no disrespect to South Africa. But I think I should be able to get a result against South Africa. And it's like, can I get a result against Mexico? Because if I can get it against them, and I take care of business against South Africa, I'm out of the group. Do you know what I mean? But then if I don't get a result against Mexico and I lose the PvP match, I might get grouped myself. So we'll see. But there's a plethora of great teams in the second chance drawing. The second chance drawing has Mexico, the United States, Canada, Argentina, I think France, and Spain. And I'm like, holy moly. So if you get grouped, it might be better because you get the pick. You get spun. You know, it's a wheel. You don't get the pick of the litter, but it's still a wheel spin, and those are your options. So, oh, someone is Argentina. I didn't think somebody. Maybe it was France, Spain that didn't get picked. The United States, Canada, Mexico. Yeah. Did somebody get Germany? I don't know if somebody got Germany. Here's the 2-0 pitch. That's inside. Ball 3. Three O's to count. Does Ewell have the red light or the green light? He's taken all the way. That one's right down Broad Street. It's 3-1. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Flied out into right center field, way back there. That's going to drop, take one hop. It's off the wall. This is going to be extra bases. Sliding into second is George Ewell, and he's got an RBI double. That means New York takes the lead. It's 1-0 Mutuals. Pete Donnelly is set to round the order off. Donnelly settling in. Runner on second, 2 outs. First pitch to Donnelly. And he swung on a pitch below the knees. 1-0. I just said 1-0. It's 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Ripped into right, base hit. And Donnelly's aboard. That'll move Ewell to third. He will be held there. And it's runners on the corners as we go back to the top of the lineup. And Mike McGarry, who doubled to lead off the bottom of the first. First pitch to McGarry is taken high, ball 1. Here's the 1-0. That one's in the zone, 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Inside, it gets by the catcher as well. Coming in to score is George Ewell. Donnelly goes to second. It's a wild pitch, and that brings in another run. 2-0 New York. Here's the 2-1 pitch to Donnelly. Check swing. They asked first base. He did not go. And the count is 3-1 now. It's a hitter's count. Here's the pitch to Donnelly. Grounded over to third. The throw on to first is in time, and the side is retired. 2 runs on 3 hits, and they left 1 man on base. We go to the top of the third here in Brooklyn, and New York has a 2-0 lead. It's going to be the bottom of the order, 2 up for Boston. Joe Batten will be the first man up. But first, Ziggurat is an awesome Football Manager streamer. He's got 2 network saves going in Football Manager. He also plays a bit of PGA Tour 2K25. He's designed a course in a wonderful course called Iridium Shore in 2K25. He also helps curate the society that I and him both play in. That is run by Ticker. Give him a follow if you haven't already. The ever so excellent Ziggurat. Shout out Zig. Ziggurat will sponsor our 3rd inning here tonight. No, I don't use amazing loosely, Bubba. I feel like I should be the shout out guy. Like, no, that's a lie, Zig. Can we get VAR on that? That's a lie. VAR says no. But Bubba, you say using amazing loosely, I should be like, write it down. No shout out for you. If you guys are unfamiliar with what we do in Out of the Park, we do shout outs at the top of every inning. So. All right, it is top third here. Joe Batten settling in to lead things off for Boston, who have had all 6 batters retired so far. Walters is ready. Here's the first pitch from him. Off the plate, 1-0. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Grounded back up the middle. The throw on to first is in time, and that's 1 away. I don't compare cricket and baseball. I like both. You know that. I've played cricket 19. I've played cricket 21 on this channel. I've played Out of the Park 26. I played Out of the Park 27 on this channel. I love them both. Would you rather watch a full day's baseball or full day's cricket? It depends on where, and it depends on the type of cricket match. For example, if you told me a test at the Basin Reserve, or a test at Lord's, or a test at the MCG, I'm probably leaning to go to the cricket. But if you told me it's like a T20 tournament, I'm probably leaning over towards the baseball. You know? So it depends on the format of the cricket. It depends on the stadium. If you told me I can watch a doubleheader at the bank, I'm probably taking the bank because the food there is amazing. The seats are amazing. The view and the sounds are amazing. But if you told me it's like a doubleheader at Yankee Stadium, I'm probably going to the cricket because the stadium, I can't stand Yankee Stadium. So it's really dependent on where in terms of both the baseball and the cricket. And it's dependent on the format for the cricket. If it's one day, maybe. If it's test, I'm way more interested. And if it's T20, I'm not really interested at all. So, I know that's not like a hard answer, but, I think there's some stadiums in the MLB that aren't great. I was going to say ODI. I think it's still dependent on where and when, or where, because it's most comparable. Yeah. I think it depends on where. Like, I wouldn't want to be in Miami Stadium. I wouldn't want to be in Yankee Stadium. I wouldn't want to be in, I was about to say Shea Stadium, but that's been torn down for a decade. What am I thinking? What's it called now? Citi Field. I wouldn't want to be up there. But if you give me, like, Citizens Bank or PNC Park or Coors Field or the Dome, I can't remember, the Air Canada Center, I think it is, or something like that. The one the Blue Jays play in, you give me like that, I'm going to be pretty happy being in those places. Rogers Center, yes, thank you. Right. Here's the first pitch to Tom Patterson. Nobody on, one out. And Patterson's grounded this to second. To throw in to first, that's in time. And there's two down now. I went to Rogers in was it 1999 or 2000? I was in Rogers Center in 2000 to watch the Red Sox at the Blue Jays. I loved it. I miss Toronto. Toronto's a great city. Want to go to Boxing Day test at Newlands? If you give me Boxing Day test at the Basin Reserve, I'm 100% there. If you give me the Boxing Day test at MCG, I'm 100%. I want to go see the Ashes. I would like to go see the Ashes. For those that don't know what the Ashes are, if you're like a baseball guy or you're a cricket, the Ashes are an insanely amazing story. No, to this day, nobody knows what's in that urn. I think that's amazing. But you want to go see the Boxing Day test at Newlands? Yeah. The Boxing Day test alone as well, Zig, is so special. You know what I mean? Here's pitcher Asa Bernard. They don't know what is in the... Yeah, they do know? No, I thought they don't know. I thought some people think it's a stump. Some people think it's a ball. Some people think it's a bail. It is the ball. It is the bails. So for those that don't know the story, real quick, right? Because it's a really cool story. England and Australia were like the first two nations to really play Test cricket. And in the 1800s, Australia like late 1800s. Australia visits, might have been even early 1900s, like the first decade of the 1900s. Australia visits England. They're playing a series of test matches, right? And Australia wins the series. It's the first time Australia's won a series against England on English soil, right? And there's a huge mock obituary that's taken out of the newspaper the day after Australia wins the series that says, you know, to the death of cricket, you know, blah, 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 blah. But in that obituary, it says it will be cremated, meaning cricket, and its ashes taken to Australia, right? What is this, Giazzo, you sent me? Oh, that's phenomenal. What a view. What a view. So tell me this doesn't look amazing. It looks amazing. That's the Newlands, yeah. Is that New Zealand as well? So anyway, so they get this obituary, right? And it says cricket will be cremated, Cape Town, South Africa. Nice. So it goes. You know, cricket's ashes will be cremated. Its ashes taken to Australia. Well, in I think it was 1910 or 1911. England are playing in Australia, right? They're playing a test series in Australia. And they're approached by two women from Victoria who hand the England captain an urn. And in the urn are the ashes to these bales that they burnt and cremated. And ever since, it's become a ceremonial trophy. The only issue I have with it, Zig, is when they actually present the ashes trophy, it's this fucking big. Why is the trophy to the ashes this tall? Like, you know what I mean? Why is literally a Funko Pop bigger than the trophy to the ashes? So, but they presented it's stupid. It should be at least like I'm not saying it needs to be a huge trophy, just a foot. Just a 12-inch tall trophy. You know what I mean? So, but anyway. But that's where it comes from. So this Victorian women give this urn to England. England win the series, and they take the urn back with them. And the story has it that I believe they exchanged the urn whenever somebody else won the series. But that's what they do now. That's the trophy to it. And that's why literally any test series between England and Australia now, which they play every other year, is called the Ashes. So, and I think that's just phenomenal lore. That's just brilliant lore. Right. Here's Asa Bernard. First pitch to Bernard. Check swing. It's in there for a called strike anyway. It's 0-1. We got to get you over in the summer once. We should do like a late August or like a mid-August so we can go to the Ashes and we can go to like the start of the Prem. You know, we can go see Reigate Priory, which they haven't hit me up. I'm expecting them to hit me up in like a few weeks asking if I want to sponsor the captain again, which I will 100% do because support non-league football. It's great. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Walters. At the knees, 0-2. I'm sorry, that's not to Walters. That's to Bernard. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Shot high into, and that is going to be one hop and off the wall. It breaks the no-hit bid. It breaks the perfect bid. And it's a triple for Asa Bernard. It's his rival pitcher, his opposing pitcher, that stops the no-no bid. Bernard is safe at third with 2 outs. We go back to the top of the order, and Bub McAtee, he grounded out his first at bat. First pitch to McAtee is taken right at the lettering, 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. High, 1-1. The 1-1 is off the plate, 2-1. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. That's 2-2. The 2-2 pitch is lined into center field. Is that going to hold up for the center fielder? It will. And the side is retired. No runs on one hit, and they left that man on base. We go to the bottom of the third here in Brooklyn. It's 2-0 for the Mutuals. It'll be the 2, 3, 4 spots due up. Steve Bellin is going to be the first man due up. We are going to step away and take a 3-minute break. We will be back with more in 3 minutes' time. We are back. Thomas rolls on a 20 stream watch streak. Thank you very much, Thomas. I don't know if somebody I don't know if any English. Let me speak it. I don't know if anybody else has been using social media today. However, I definitely have noticed like my blue sky is really slow and my and like that's what I was working at on the break. That's why I had to take a little bit of an extended break because like an extra minute or two because I was trying to I was trying to get something done on Blue Sky. I also had a few DMs I had to answer, and yeah, I just like it just nothing would load. So, oh God, my friend from yesterday's teasing me. Thomas on the 20 stream watch streak. You know what that means, Thomas? It's poker chip time, my friend. Where are you, my friend? There you are. 20. You are going up to. You are third stack from the end. You're going up to 3. Oh my God. Why are my hands so damn big? There you are, sir. 3 white chips to your name. If you guys are interested in the what the chips signify or the chip program for watch stream streaks and also 2,500 channel points, whichever you choose, it's exclamation point chip. Thank you for the lurk, White Doggo. Appreciate it. Welcome back. Bottom third. And it's the 2, 3, 4 spots here. Steve Bellin due up. New York with a 2-0 lead. First pitch to Bellin to start the bottom third, and that is taken, I think, right at the knees, 0-1. New York dropped all 3 previous decisions versus Boston this season so far, looking for a win, a much-needed win. No, it's not. It's not plural. I should make it also do plural, but it's just chip. But that's a good. Let me write that down. That's a good note. I've made a note of that to do that probably tomorrow. Thanks. That's actually a really good idea. Here's the 0-1 to Steve Bellin. And he's taking that off the plate away, 1-1. Nice, yeah. So hope all's well, Benny. It is. You know what we haven't done yet today, which we should do now, by the way, is we haven't shuffled the deck. And the deck is shuffled. There's 91 cards left in it. All right, here's the 1-1 to Steve Bellin. High and away, it's 2-1. Here's the 2-1. High, 3-1. The 3-1. Inside, ball 4. And Bellin draws a 5-pitch walk here to start the third inning. So the leadoff runner has been aboard every inning so far for New York. A double in the first, a single in the second, and now a walk. It'll be Cal McVay settling in next. He grounded out his first at bat. First pitch to McVay. Right at the knees, 0-1. There you go. Here's the 0-1. High and away, it's 1-1. The 1-1. Swung on and missed. 1-2. It gets by the catcher. Bellin goes to second for free. It will be judged as a passed ball. And it's 1-2 now to McVay. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Rounded over to short. The throw on to first is in time, 1 away. They get the out, but it moves the runner to third with just 1. Henry Burroughs is settling in. He flied out to right his last at bat. He does that again. It'll allow Bellin to tag up. I'm dying in the middle of a heat wave, 34 at the moment. Yeah, it's a bit warm. I don't know what it is here. It's definitely warm here too. It's 25 right now, but it's going up to 28 later today, which is warm, but I bet you'd trade that off right now for 34. I bet you would take 28 over 34. Yep. 25 is very nice. Good morning. Welcome in, Pars Pro. Good afternoon to you, sir. It's just past noon here. Henry Burroughs, first pitch to him. It's high, 1-0. Thank you for, hey, Ty. Thank you for the lurk. If you guys aren't already following Hollywood Ty, give him a follow. That's the message I need to use. There you go. He's a great out-of-the-park streamer. Awesome guy to talk to as well. He's also affiliated with Out of the Park, which means you can get free drops every day that he's live streaming Out of the Park. So definitely go check him out if you haven't already. And drop by. He's got a great save with the New Orleans Pilots. By the way, Ty, if you're still here, did you win that series? Because you were 3-1 up in that series, right? Last time I checked. And you were last time I checked, I don't know what happened. I fell asleep, I think it was, because it was so late. But you were leading the game, top 9th in game 5, and you were 3-1 up in the series. So we did. Ty's won the World Series with a custom team. Hold on. Before you go into lurk mode, we got one thing to take care of if that's the case. We got one thing. This is for you. That's for you. Well done, man. Yeah, he's got a great save going on in with the New Orleans Pilots, which are like a custom team that he built into the base game. So definitely go check him out. Out of the Park is like that, right? That's the wonderful thing about Out of the Park. Like, that's why I think I take to it so much as well, because it's like I'm addicted to FM because there's so many different ways you can play FM. There's so many different challenges you can do in FM. There's so many different ways you can play Out of the Park. There's so many different challenges you can set yourself as just in the base franchise mode in Out of the Park, and then you have Perfect Team on top of that, right? So Only second time ever in Out of the Park I've won a World Series. Played probably 50 seasons of the base game in different saves. Wow. Wow. Well, congratulations, man. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Henry Burroughs. I'll send you a Discord message about an idea I thought of. Got a few affiliates interested. Anybody got to go? Real alert. Sounds great, man. I held you for too long. Take care. Have a great day. That one is at the lettering for a called strike. It's 1-1. Here's the 1-1. It's inside, 2-1. The 2-1 pitch is fly down into right. The wind's going to take that foul. Remember, the wind's blowing left to right at 19 miles an hour, so it's very windy in Brooklyn today. You know, I thought about this. Good luck for later, by the way. Thanks, Thomas. I'm going to need it, I think. I thought about this, though. You know what I thought about? You know what idea came into mind? Which I'm never going to do because my throat could not handle it. But because this is 1871, I wonder if I should commentate it like 1871. Like, see? There's a young boy stepping up, Henry Burroughs. Left fielder. You know what I mean? Like that kind of style of commentary. I couldn't handle that. I think my Adam's apple would leap out of my throat if I did a whole baseball game with that. We could make that a channel point redeem for a half inning, though. That wouldn't necessarily be a bad idea. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Oh, he's plunked him. He's plunked him. He's hit by the pitch. Burroughs gets first base for free. Me too, yeah. Who did you get, Tom? Didn't you get Paraguay? Is that who you are? You're Paraguay, right? You have Paraguay, yeah. I was this close to getting the team I wanted, Tom. I was this close. The gods were just not totally aligned, dude. The wheel giveth, the wheel taketh away. Right. Here's Ronnie Volter settling, and he singled his first event. What team was that? I wanted either the United States or the Republic of Korea, and I got spun into Group A where Korea is, and I'm like, oh, and then I got spun into Czechia, and I was like, ah. And then somebody else, the other human player in the group, got Korea, and I'm like, God damn it. So I was really close. Here's the first pitch to Volters. And that's taken on the outside corner for a strike. It's 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Rounded over to third. It's a fumble. It's an error on the third baseman. It's the first error of the game. Embrace your checkness. Oh, I will. They still have Suchek on the side, right? So, of course I'm going to embrace it. So, an error on the third baseman, E5. That is third baseman Joe Batten getting credited with the error. First error in this game. And runners on first and second now. It also allowed Steve Bellin to score. So, New York have increased their lead. It's 3-0. Here's the first pitch to Art Allison, who sacrificed bunted his last at bat. Grounded over to second. They go to second for one. Back to first. In time. Double play. And the side is retired. It's a 4-6-3 double play. One run, no hits, and they left one man on base. We go to the top of the fourth here in Brooklyn, New York. It is 3-0 New York. It'll be the 2, 3, 4 spots, 2 up. Al Reach will be the first man up. But first, DM Stewart is an awesome speed-running retro game commentator who commentates the Final Fantasy 1 randomizer and the Worlds Collide randomizer for Final Fantasy 6. Give him a follow if you haven't already. The great DM Stewart sponsors our fourth inning here today. Outreach settling in, top fourth. Here's the first pitch. That's way off the plate, 1-0. The 1-0. Swung on and missed. That's 1-1. If you guys haven't already checked the Discord, by the way, do check it out. The schedule for July has been posted. It's been finalized and posted. So check it out. It's in one nice, neat little graphic for you guys now as well. No more huge, like long, like text chains explaining everything. It's in one nice, neat graphic for you all. Here's the 1-1. Shout out Main Cow for making that last night, by the way. We rated her at the end of the stream last night. That's high, 2-1. It only took her like an hour or two to make it. But yeah, shout out Main Cow for making the graphic last night. Here's the 2-1 pitch. That is, I think that's in there, isn't it? Isn't it? No. Oh, that is a horrible missed call. McVeigh has every right to question the ump. That's in there. It definitely should be 2-2. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Ball 4. And that one even looked like it could have been a strike as well. But instead, Outreach has a leadoff walk for Boston here in the fourth. That'll bring up Tom Carey. He flied out to, why did I put P8? It should be F8. He flied out to center his last at-bat. First pitch is high, 1-0. I do know a few of the Power Guy players, so it isn't too bad. I could name you one, and that's Miguel Almiron, who is not even going to be playing in the last group stage game because he got sent off. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Lined right at the shortstop, but it's over his head, base hit. Reach goes to second. What are they like, IRL? God damn it, Viva. Welcome in, Viva. That's going to bring up Andy Leonard, the shortstop. 2 on, nobody out. Leonard grounded out his first at bat. First pitch is taken away for a ball, 1-0. Here's the 1-0. That's lined into right. Base hit. And they're going to try to get a double out of this. The throw to second is not in time. And Andy Leonard has an RBI double. Boston are on the board as Reach scores from second. Carey goes to third, 3-1. Runners on second and third, nobody out for Tommy Beals. He grounded out his last at bat. And first pitch taken way high for a ball, 1-0. They have Sanabria and Cicio Lopez from Brighton and Balbuena, who played for West Ham. That's true, Fabian Balbuena. Here's the 1-0. Check swing. They're going to ask first base umpire. He went around, 1-1. God damn it. Thomas rolls. Me? God damn it, Viva. Do you know what I mean? It's like... Here's the 1-1 pitch. Check swing. They're going to ask first base again. This time he did not go. It's 2-1. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And that one's taken high. 3-1. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Ball 4. 2 walks in this inning, and the bases are loaded with nobody out. That's going to bring up Gene Kimball. He flied out the center his last at bat. First pitch is he checks the swing, but it's right down Broad Street. 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. High and away, 1-1. Here's the 1-1. Inside, 2-1. The 2-1 pitch is popped up. He's flied out. It's deep in right, and he let it bounce. He let it. Why did he let it bounce? He could have played that. He let it bounce. It's an RBI single for Gene Kimball. That's a head scratcher there. Beals goes to second. Leonard goes to third. Scoring is Carey. It's 3-2. Bases still loaded. Nobody's out. Joe Batten settling in the third baseman. He grounded out his first at bat. He takes first pitch in there for a strike. 0-1. Here's the 0-1. Grounded back to the mound. Did they go home? They go home. Did they get him? They got him. There's no chance anywhere else. Back up. Welcome home, Bobby. So it's a fielder's choice. 2-1. Thrown out at thrown out at home is Leonard. Going to third is Beals. Going to second is Kimball. Batten will get aboard. Got so many nice stuff on my parents. That's nice. But it's 1 out here. Here's Tom Patterson, center fielder. He grounded out his last at bat. First pitch taken way off the plate. 1-0. Here's the 1-0. He's popped that up right at the third baseman. Infield fly rule is called. They will call the infield fly rule. The batter is automatically out. Patterson will catch it, or Patterson will be caught at third. But there are 2 outs. If anyone needs Boston, yeah. If anyone needs me to explain what the infield fly rule is, I can do so. Here's Asa Bernardi at a triple. Go ahead, Viva. Welcome in, David. Did you ever play Motorsport? I did not, no. I've looked at it a few times, but never pulled the trigger on it. All right, here's Asa Bernard. First pitch. And that one's taken right down the chute. 0-1. There's the 0-1 pitch. He's flied that out into foul territory. Right fielder's there waiting for it. Is he going to catch it? No, it lands in the seats. Foul. It's 0-2. Seems like there's a new addition in the works. Nice. I played F1 Manager 2022, and I didn't really like it. Here's the 0-2. Inside, 1-2. Can you explain all the rules in baseball in 12 minutes? I can explain it in 12 seconds, David. Sometimes it may be good, sometimes it may be shit. They were good games. Shame it got shut down. Yeah, I heard 24 is really good. It looks really good from like what I've seen from like Pat Wich's stream and Mossman's stream. Reminds me of Bill Wirtz. Explain all of Japan in 12 minutes. There was a crazy ending in the Phillies game last night, by the way. I don't know if you guys saw it. I did talk about it on like D and Ticker stream. or I think it was just D stream and Sean's stream, but there was a insanely crazy ending to the Phillies game last night. Just too expensive and not making enough money? Yeah. So the Phillies the Phillies led 6-5 going into the 8th inning, right? Bottom of the 8th inning. They're away at Washington. So Washington's batting in the bottom innings. Phillies batting in the top innings, right? So Phillies leading 6-5 going into the bottom of the 8th. They give up 3 runs. They're starting to lose the game. They're down 6-8, right? First batter comes up, gets out for Philly in the top 9. Second batter comes up, gets out. There's 2 outs. There's nobody on. And there's 2 strikes. Philadelphia's down to their last strike before they lose the game. But that batter gets on base. The next batter gets on base. The next batter hits a home run. Suddenly they lead the game. The next batter gets on base. They had 8 straight hits and 2 home runs with 2 outs, and they were a strike away from losing. And they combined for 8 runs in the top of the 9th, led the game 14-8, and then won the game by that scoreline, 14-8. It was nuts. I mean, they were literally 1 pitch away from losing, and then scored 8 runs. That's kind of the joy of baseball there. The unpredictability of what baseball provides it rivals football, in my opinion. The unpredictability of what of a football game and how crazy it can be. The Cabo Verde game where they drew 2-2 is a great example of that unpredictability. I think baseball is just even more unpredictable at times. Here's the 1-2. He's popped it up in the infield. Third baseman, or the first baseman's in foul territory. He's got it, and the side is retired. 2 runs on 3 hits, and they left the bases loaded. We go to the bottom of the 4th. It's 3-2 Boston. Or it's 3-2 New York. It'll be the bottom of the order due up. Charlie Pabor will be the first man up. We have about 2.5 hours before the network save starts, so we are going to need to pick up the pace a little tiny bit. We will do that when we come back, but first, we are going to take a 3-minute timeout. We'll be back with more in 3 minutes' time. We are back. Always when I'm around. Nice. Well, did somebody say beer? Hello, Mr. Raz. Nice. Bottom fourth here in Brooklyn. Slough, August. Good luck later, man. Looking forward to it. Don't wish Raz luck. He's won so many drafts and competitions. Don't give him any more than he already needs. Come on, man. That ego is bigger than the beer glass. Don't be giving him luck. What the? No, we love you, Raz. I've not heard anything. Is it on? Oh, you too. Although I need all luck as I'm Aran and cannot get a visa at the moment. Oh my God, it's on. We just don't know if there's a game on one of the 2 weekends that are semi-penned. Gotcha. I need to know the weekends. Gotcha. Yeah, me too. I am Paraguay. Hopefully, I let you into the. Oh my God. Oh my God. You guys. Right. Bottom fourth. Let's get the show on the road. We love a chat here, but it has been an hour 45-minute recording, and we've only moved 3 and 8. We've only played 3.5. That first pitch taken on the outside corner for a strike. It's on one. I hope you both get sacked after the first game. What, Tunisia style? This is Charlie Pabber. He grounded out first at bat. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. That's 0-2. I don't think I can, Raz. I don't think I can. Hells yeah. Get sacked after your first game and the performance still doesn't improve. It'd be like Tunisia. Managers will be sacked until performance improves. But neither of us are managing Tunisia? Yeah. Here's the 0-2 pitch. That's high, 1-2. The 1-2. Ripped into right, way back there. And that one is just shy of the wall. The right fielder's got it. That is one down. Hang on. Yep. I showed Distastic, great streamer by the way, and an incredible artist. Distastic is got literally 2 of my favorite pieces of all the art I've gotten done are by Distastic. She's amazing. But I literally showed her a snip of a conversation I had with another artist who basically told me that she, because of the background, she had to take liberties in my character's skin tone, which is like, if that's the case, you change the background. You don't change the character. Yeah, and she's like, what the fuck? And I'm like, welcome to my life. Welcome to what it's like to have a black OC. Like, people just cannot for some reason. There's some artists like her and Boop Dow Snoot. I fucking love Boop. And Gemini, who have done great work. And then there's others that are just like, they say they can work with it, and then they just can't work with it. They don't have the skill set to, and then they try to make excuses for when they give me the coloring, whether it's the flat or the shading on the final rendering, and I say this isn't right, it needs changed, and it's like, no, you need to acquire the skill set, go back and work on it until you've got it correct. You know, it's not on me to change my character. That's not what I'm commissioning you for. It's on you to get it right. That's what you're paid to do. Right. Here's the first pitch to George Ewell. He hit an RBI double his last at bat. Saw the schedule, by the way, looks fantastic. Courtesy of Maine Cow. The only thing that I regret, Bobby, that I'm going to do going forward, I forgot to put the artist that actually did my OC in the piece. So I would like to get the artist credited, because that when I post it publicly, people can see that the art was done by an artist, and then they see who the artist was. You know what I mean? But I know that going forward. You know, so but I do like it. Yeah, I think it looks fantastic. So here's the 1-0 pitch. Lined into center field, but that is literally right at the center fielder. He's got it 2 down. The TBD collabs are like the weekends that you marked you're free and then I'm free. So, like, I just left them as TBD so we can discuss, like, if you're actually able to collab, we can, you know, on those days and what game, and we can all discuss that as it gets closer, depending on your schedule. But I figured that would be the best idea. Give me a second. I want to show. I want to show what I'm talking about to somebody. Hold on. Hooking up my PC in this weather, wipe me off the floor. Oh boy. Right. Here's Pete Donnelly. He singled his last at bat. 2 out, nobody on. First pitch to Donnelly. That's taken right at the knees for a strike. 0-1. Here's the 0-1 to Donnelly. Grounded over to second. Throw one to first is in time, and the side is retired. No runs, no hits, no men left on base. They go down in order in the bottom of the 4th. We move to the top of the 5th. It's a 3-2 New York game. It's the top of the order, due up for Boston. Bub McAtee will lead things off. But first, new inning, new sponsor. Ever impending sense of doom is an awesome streamer. He does some Apex, he does some Power World, he does some Fortnite, he does some FIFA, he does some Football Manager. He also plays a wicked guitar on stream. Definitely go check him out if you haven't already. Ever impending sense of doom is going to sponsor our 5th inning here tonight. It's the top 5th in Brooklyn. And New York leading by a score 3-2. Bub McAtee settling in. First pitch to him. He's 0 for 2 so far today. And he's taking that right on the outside corner for a strike. It's 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. He's popped it up. He got jammed on it. Shortstop comes in. He's got it. 1 down. It's going to bring up Al Reach, center field or right fielder. He is 0 for 1 with a walk. First pitch to Reach. And he's behind on that first pitch. It's 0-1. Here's the 0-1. Lined into left, but that drifts foul. 0-2 the count. Gang, should I keep drinking this? So this is jasmine green tea. And I just looked. The best buy date is November of 2025. 8 months ago. It is just unsweetened jasmine green tea. I mean, the only ingredients in here are water, green tea, and vitamin C. There's literally nothing else in it. And I'm like, it can't, like, can it actually go that bad? And it's not a used buy, it's a best buy. But it is also 8 months ago. I don't know if I should keep drinking it. Here's the 0-2 pitch. PC hooked up, and it's grounded over to second, and it's on to first in time. 2 down. I'll take any advice that anybody wants to give me on if I should keep drinking this green tea. Best Buy was 8 months ago. It's not a used buy, and there's only 3 ingredients in it: purified water, jasmine green tea, and absorbic acid. It's the only ingredients in it. Probably not, but I don't like green tea. I mean, tea doesn't really go bad at a very quick rate. You know what I mean? So, like, if it's just water and tea in it, I'm sure it's okay. But I'm also like, I could be playing the network save from the toilet if I down the whole thing. You know what I mean? Like that. That's the other risk. Here's the first pitch to Tom Carey. Carey is 1 for 2 so far today. God, Viva, I swear to God. It's high, I want to know. I am going to give you those points back, Viva, but if you do it again, I'm not going to. I don't have any water near me. Wasn't even on purpose. Uh-huh. 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 For fuck's sake. Uh-huh. Right, we're gonna do that. I'm gonna refund that because we do that in the half innings anyway. I get up, we take a 3-minute break every half inning because I have to tuck myself in under the desk. So literally, I will stretch in the half inning. Here's the 1-0 pitch, and that is a called strike. It's 1-1. Anyhow, back to the mines. Have a good one. Sounds good, Viva. Take care, man. According to Google, yeah. According to AI, it's great to drink it, and then you're lying in a hospital bed. Oh, apparently but I think it's okay. It's literally just water and tea. That is what I like about drinking this when I bought it last time, because literally the ingredients are purified water, jasmine green tea, and absorbic acid. That's it. No crap. If it was American, that would have about 2 to 3 more preservatives, and it would have high fructose corn syrup in it. Right, I'm gonna get some food. Sounds good. I'm like, I wish we just had something a little bit more simple like this. That's literally just tea in a bottle. Just give me tea in a bottle, man. You know? My parents gave me a custom Italy jersey and a Mallorca jersey. I'll send pics later. Sounds good. You don't have to drop them and look at me. You can drop them in football or general. Here's the 1-1. It's fouled into the backstop, 1-2. Given the fact that I've downed about a quarter to a third of it already, Thomas, I think it is okay to drink still. But, yeah, it's a little bit unnerving, you know, because that's not the only drink I bought from that place yesterday. The other ones are actual sodas. So now it's like, well, if they're bad, then there's the 1-2. Fly down into right, but foul. Still 1-2. Here's the pitch. Grounded back up the middle. Shortstop comes in. There's no play. It's an infield single for Tom Carey. And Boston gets a runner with 2 outs. It's going to bring up Andy Leonard. He's 1 for 2 with an RBI. First pitch to Leonard. And he's taking that in there for a called strike, 0-1. I need to replace the, hold on. I needed a new hygiene filter. Right, here's the 0-1 pitch. Grounded, foul, down the first base side, 0-2. There's the 0-2 pitch. Grounded over to second. The throw on to first is in time, and the side is retired. No runs on 1 hit, and they left that man on base. We go to the bottom of the 5th. The game's official now here in New York. The Mutuals are leading by a score of 3-2. It'll be the top of the order, 2 up for New York. Mike McGarry will be set to lead things off. We're going to take a 3-minute timeout. We'll be back with more in 3 minutes' time. All right, welcome back. We are back. Bottom fifth here in Brooklyn, New York. And I got up, I stretched, I came back. And while I was away, I had more people talking to me about. I posted in Distastics Discord a piece that Gemini did. It was a YCH of my character as a bunny girl. And I said, like, this is her actual skin tone finally, right? And the guy goes, wait, does that mean literally every other piece you've posted for weeks has been the artist whitewashing them? Or is it just kind of flexible? I said, no, because they had a whole conversation while we were live for like a half hour. And I said, no, actually, because I didn't have the palette finalized before I did those pieces. They were just working off a text description that said dark skin. And like that was their interpretation of that. And I said, so it's not on those artists. I said it's on one because he actually sent me the tone like in the flat and it looked good. And then the final render, she was washed. And I was like, well, so that one, yeah. I said, but I've had a lot of issues with that. And I sent him a snip of a conversation I had 2 days ago with an artist saying they took liberties with the skin tone because it didn't match the background. And I was like, or it clashed with the background. And I'm like, you don't get that liberty. That's not what I'm paying you for. And we had that conversation's kind of continued for the last like inning and a half when we were in the ad break. So, but that guy's an artist, and he's like, yeah. He goes, I understand like what color theory is, and he goes, I'm not 100% sure it's relevant. And I'm like, I've had so many artists throw that at me as a reason why they can't portray my character in her skin tone. It's like it doesn't make sense to color theory. This doesn't color theory tells me something different. And I'm like, at this point, I'm the guy commissioning the art. I'm the guy paying the money. If I say the piece has to have A, B, and C, the final render has to have A, B, and C. There's no exception to that. So, you know. I think it's one of my last 2 weekends in August. Date is fully confirmed, July 10th, fixture release. Okay, thank you. Nice. That's for the Slough meetup, right? I will have a chat with Lubot. Nice. Mike McGeary settles in. McGeary's 1 for 2. Here's the first pitch to McGeary. That's flied out into right. That might drift foul, and it will. 0-1. The wind really taking that one. Here's the 0-1. High and away, 1-1. Here's the 1-1. Grounded over to third. Throw on to first. That's in time. And McGeary is retired. Good night, Benny. See you later. Good night, Pat. Nice stream earlier, man. Take care of yourself. Get a great night's sleep. Have a great day tomorrow as well, man. Steve Bellin settles in. He's 0 for 1 with a walk. First pitch to Bellin. Inside, 1-0. Thanks for the songs. I'll ask you some more soon. Don't. I just love that soundtrack. Like, you can say what you want about the game. That soundtrack is a whole vibe. Here's the 1-0. And that is right on the edge of the plate, 1-1. You picking up Motorsport Manager 2 when it drops? I don't know. I didn't play the first. I didn't ever buy the first one. I know there's a new game coming out tomorrow I'm excited to play. Very excited to play. And I'm going to be playing it a lot this weekend. Here's the 1-1. Grounded over to first. He'll take it to the bag himself. That's 2 down. In fact, I got to check if I can pre-install it. That might be something I do after stream tonight. Where are you? Where are you, my guy? Are you? Did I stick you in my favorites already, even though you haven't come out yet? I think I did. I think it's up there. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. When does it unlock? 8 hours. It comes out in 8 hours. So you already know. Tomorrow into the weekend, I'm going to be playing it. Here's Cal McVay. He's 0 for 2. First pitch to McVay. Lined into center. Base hit. I can't tell if he means Starbucks, Dead or Alive, or Seco Giantess dating sim. Wait, that. Dead or Alive 6 last round unlocks in 8 hours. So I'm looking forward to that. Here's the first pitch to Henry Burroughs, who's 0 for 1, and he was hit by the pitch. Swung on and missed on that first one. It's 0-1. Burroughs 0 for 1 was hit by the pitch. The throw over to first, and the runner is back safely. Here's the 0-1. That is high. It gets by the catcher. And going to second base for free is Cal McVay. I figured it was that fun to joke, though. Who is the person that I have become? That we are in here genuinely joking about Seiko Giantess dating sim. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Inside 2-1. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Grounded over to second. The throw on to first is a bad throw. The throw is off the mark. It's an E4 error on Tom Carey, the second baseman, just the second of the game. Second for Boston as well. And it's first and third with 2 outs. Then I'll bring up Bryony Volters. He's 1 for 2. First pitch to Volters. He's taken out right. I mean, that is painted right on the corner for a strike. 0-1. Here's the 0-1. Chop foul. It's 0-2. Here's the 0-2. Grounded to third. The throw over to first is a bad throw. The throw is off target. Going to second is Burroughs. Scoring is McVay. It's 4-2 New York. Joe Batten will be credited with the second error of the night, third for Boston. And now it's Art Allison selling it. He's 0 for 1. First pitch to Allison. Off the plate, 1-0. Here's the 1-0. High, 2-0. The 2-0 is grounded back to the middle. The second baseman's got it to throw to first this time. The side is retired. 1 run on 1 hit, and they left 2 men on base. We go to the top of the 6th. New York have a 4-2 advantage. It'll be the 5, 6, 7 spots due up. Tommy Beals will be the first man up. But first, new ending, new sponsor. Aldi is an amazing Football Manager streamer. He's an Albanian streamer. He also plays a few other games sometimes like Fall Guys. Give him a follow if you haven't already. And hey, he's live right now, so why don't you drop over there and wish him a happy belated birthday, because it's his birthday week. His birthday was yesterday. So from me on this stream, happy belated birthday, Aldi. But definitely go check him out if you haven't already. The great Aldi. Shout out to Aldi. He's going to sponsor our 6th inning here tonight. Tommy Beals settles in. He's 0 for 1 with a walk. First pitch to Beals. And that's taken right down Broad Street for a strike. It's 0-1. I finished the Jordan Albania game from 2 nights ago. Here's the 0-1. Grounded over the second. The throw on the first is in time. That's one away. That'll bring up Gene Kimball. He's 0 for 1 so far today. First pitch to Kimball. And he's taking that high, 1-0. The 1-0 pitch to Kimball. That's high again. 2-0. Okay. We're still like an hour and a half away, 2 hours away from the football starting, but I'm prepared for it. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Off the plate, 3-0. Is Kimball going to be given the green light here at 3-0? Here's the pitch. He's taken all the way. That's 3-1. Here's the 3-1. Popped it up. He flied out to center. Center fielder's there. He's got it 2 down. That's going to bring up Joe Batten. Batten is 0 for 2 so far today. Here's the first pitch to Batten. Inside, ball 1. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That is, that probably should have been strike 1. It's called a ball. The 2-0 pitch. Inside, ball 3. Here's the 3-0. That's just going to catch the inside part of the plate, 3-1. The 3-1. Pumped it up. Right at the second baseman. He's got it. And at the side is retired. They go down in order here in the top of the 6th. We're going to move to the bottom of the 6th. It's a 4-2 New York game. It's the bottom of the order due up. Charlie Pavor will be the first man up. We're going to take a 3-minute timeout. We'll be back with more in 3 minutes' time. Welcome back. I went out. I snuck out to have a hobnob. I have succumbed to the hobnob. Right, we're in the bottom sixth. Charlie Pett, they're so good. Charlie Padmore settles in. You know what, too? I have one of my favorite things as well, which is just chocolate-covered graham crackers. I'm like, oh, I just got so much nice stuff in house. And the worst part is, like, my mother wants some of it, and I will share with her. Of course I'm going to share with her. But she's just like, oh, I didn't have any chocolate in the house. I'm really craving chocolate. And I'm like, yeah, that's why I went and bought it. I'm like, same. So, but she's good about it. Whenever she does buy a batch, which is rare, but whenever she does, she'll always let me have a few. So it's like, you know, sometimes you just want a piece of chocolate, man. It's just so good. Padmore is 0 for 2. He's going to lead things off this inning. Here's the first pitch to Padmore, and he swung on and missed that one. It's 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Grounded back to the mound. I don't know why the first baseman came over to cover, but it's a bad throw. It's an E3. Instead of the pitcher fielding it, it's an E3. And that is first baseman Bub McAtee getting credited with the error. It's the fourth for Boston. And once again, the leadoff runner is aboard. The leadoff runner has been aboard in 4 of the 6 innings so far for New York, who have only gone 3 up, 3 down in the 4th. It's going to bring up George Ewell. He's 1 for 2 with an RBI. First pitch to Ewell. High, and it gets by the catcher. Padmore goes to second base for free. It's a pass ball. And the count is 1-0. There's the 1-0. Popped it up. Right at the second baseman. He's got it, and there's 1 down. Runner on second, 1 out here for Pete Donnelly, the shortstop. He's 1 for 2 today. First pitch. Way inside, 1-0. Here's the 1-0. Swung on and missed. That's 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Popped that one up right at the first baseman. He's got it, 2 down. We go back to the top of the order now. Mike McGarry, who is 1 for 3 so far today. First pitch to McGarry. Grounded over to third. The throw on to first is in time, and the side is retired. No runs, no hits, and they left 1 man on base. We go to the top of the 7th. It's 4-2 New York. It's going to be the 8-9-1 spots due up for Boston. Tom Patterson is going to get things led off. But first, new inning means new sponsor. Did I mess up? No, I didn't. Okay. White Doggo is an awesome RimWorld streamer. He does a few other games outside of RimWorld as well, like Project Zomboid. Give him a follow if you haven't already. Real cool guy to talk to. The Great WimWorld will sponsor, or the Great RimWorld. The Great White Doggo will sponsor our 7th inning here tonight. Tom Patterson settles in. He's 0 for 2 so far today. First pitch to Patterson. And he is fly that into center high. Center fielder's there. He's got it. And Patterson is retired to start the 7th. going to bring up Asa Bernard. He's 1 for 2 so far today. Here's the first pitch to Bernard. Fouled that off to the backstop, 0-1. The 0-1 to Bernard is high, 1-1. Here's the 1-1. Swung on and missed. That's 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. High, 2-2. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Popped it up. Right in foul territory. Third baseman's there. He's got it 2 down. And we go back to the top of the order in Bub McAtee, who's 0 for 3 so far today. First pitch to McAtee. Right on the outside corner, 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Fly that out into left. Left fielders come in for it. He's got it, and the side is retired. No runs. No hits. No men left on base. I love that. That sounds so good and out of the park. That really does sound so good. We go to the bottom of the 7th. It's 7th inning stretch time here in... Muted the wrong damn thing. It's 7th inning stretch time here in Brooklyn. As always, we leave you with the rendition as composed by Harrison Scheckler. We will be back with more in a few minutes' time. Enjoy. Welcome back. Bottom 7th in Brooklyn. Hometown team leading here 4-2. Steve Bellin due up first. He's 0 for 2 with a walk. First pitch to Bellin. It's inside 1-0. Here's the 1-0. Ripped foul down the right field line. 1-1. The 1-1 is popped up right behind second base. Shortstop's there. He's got it, and Bellin is retired. Cal McVeigh will settle in. He's 1 for 3 so far today. First pitch to McVeigh. And that one I think is just in there at 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Inside 1-1. The 1-1. Inside again, 2-1. The 2-1 pitch. Grounded foul down the third base side. It's 2-2. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Flied out into right, deep back there. Right fielder takes a few steps back. He's just shy of the track. And he will bring it in for the second out of the inning. That's going to bring up Henry Burroughs. He's 0 for 2. First pitch to Burroughs. Right down broad. 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And that one catches the inside part of the plate. It's 0-2. Here's the 0-2 pitch. High and away, 1-2. The 1-2 now. Lined into left. Is that going to stay fair? No. 1-2 still. Here's the 1-2. Inside, 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. He's flied out into right. Right fielder coming in for it. He's got it, and the side is retired. For the second time in this ball game, New York go 3 up, 3 down. We move to the top of the 8th, and they're still holding on 4-2. It'll be the 2, 3, 4 spots due up. Al Reach is set to be the first man up. But before we get there, new inning means new sponsor. Chaotic Bread Bear is an awesome streamer who plays a whole variety of games. They love a good story game over there as well. They were last playing through Cyberpunk 2077, which is a really cool game. I played it when it came out, and it was too buggy, and then I played it like a year later, and it was phenomenal. So go check them out if you haven't already. The great Chaotic Bread Bear will sponsor our 8th inning here tonight. Right. Al Reach settles in. He's 0 for 2 with a walk. First pitch to Reach. Grounded to short. The throw over to first is in time.
I owe allegiance to no entity. I intend to live by my own code now.
Welcome in, Brownie. Welcome in, Raider. Let me go close your tab first, because if I do that, then the Twitch cooldown might be gone on shoutouts. How was TCG's Card Shop Simulator? How was your stream? I also just got a notification. I got another pack drop from EVC stream. So let me grab that. How are you doing, Brownie? Good to see you, man. Guys, if you aren't already following Brownie, give him a follow. He plays a whole bunch of games. TCG Card Shop Simulator, Football Manager. I've seen him play Fall Guys. He's part of a really cool network save, I believe, that has like I think Parksy's a part of it, and so is Paulinho in FM. Definitely check him out. Definitely give him a follow if you haven't already. The Great Brownie. Shout out, Brownie. Stream was good, thanks. How you doing? I'm doing good. We're trying to mop this up within the next 90 minutes because we have a Football Manager network save going on at 3 o'clock, and it's 1:24 right now. 8 o'clock for you, and it's 6:24 right now. But that's with 22 other managers, so it's 23 of us in a network save for the World Cup, and that starts in an hour and a half, just over an hour and a half. So trying to get this mopped up a little bit before then. The recording is on 2 hour 42, and we are in the top 8. Welcome in, Paulinho. This is a very pivotal game too, by the way. We're in late August now in our 1871 baseball season. For those that don't know, this is the very first year of professional baseball in the world. And it took place in 1871. The league actually existed as an amateur league as far back as the early 1850s. But in 1871, they decided to turn professional. We have been playing this save for 13 months. And the save started on the 18th of April or 16th of April, somewhere around there, in the year 1871. We are 15 months later. We are into the end of August. And New York are 11-14. They are hosting Boston. Boston are, I think, 13-6, 13-8, something like that. But Boston are joint leaders of the American League. If they win this game, Boston, they will grab sole possession of the American League lead by a half game over Cleveland. New York at 11-14 are 2 games away from elimination. Only the top team in the American League and the top team in the National League will go on to play the World Series. And that's where we're at right now. It's the top 8th in New York. New York has lost all previous 3 meetings against Boston, but they lead this one by a score of 4-2. Tom Carey is settled in. He's 2 for 3 so far today. First pitch to Carey. That's lined foul down the third base side. 0-1 the count. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Lined foul into the seats. 0-2 the count now. The 0-2 pitch is fouled off, still alive, 0-2. By the way, Brownie, Paulinho, I got news for you guys. I went to the international store yesterday, and you know what I picked up? I've never had them before. Dark chocolate oat hobnobs. And I had them for the first time ever live on stream in the first inning. And they were phenomenal. They're so good. I love them. Here's the 0-2 pitch. I've even snuck out in the 6th and 7th innings to go have some. That's lined into right field. Tom Carey's got his 3rd knock of the afternoon. He's aboard with 1 out. Oh, they sound delicious. Oh, they are delicious. They were good. I love them. It's going to bring up Andy Leonard. He's 1 for 3. Runner on first with 1 out. First pitch to Leonard. He's popped it up. First baseman comes in. He's got it. That's 2 down. I'm going to have to see if I can get some. I went there to get Jaffa Cakes because they have 2 brands of Jaffa Cakes over there. They have something called like Douglas or something. I can't remember. But they have McVitie's Jaffa Cakes, and I really like the McVitie ones. They were sold out. They were sold out of Jaffa Cakes. But I got a Curly Whirly. I tried the Jaffa Donuts. I don't like the Jaffa Donuts. I just want the original Jaffa Cake. Just give me the Jaffa Cake. But I got a Curly Whirly. I got After Eights. I got the Hobnobs. And I got these Tarali Italian cookies. I preferred the donuts to proper Jaffa Cakes. Yeah, I didn't like the donuts. Here's Tommy Beals. He's 0 for 2 with a walk. First pitch to Beals, and it's inside, ball 1. Here's the 1-0. Outside, ball 2. But I was sad that I didn't have any. Here's the 2-0. That's outside 3-0. Or no, that's going to... What? Did not look like a strike. It's called one, though, 2-1. Here's the 2-1 pitch. That's high, 3-1. The 3-1 pitch. Grounded back to short. The throw on to first is in time, and the side is retired. No runs on 1 hit, and they left that man on base. We go to the bottom of the 8th. New York is holding on to a 4-2 lead. It's going to be the 5, 6, 7 spots due up. Riney Walters will be the first man up. We are going to take a 3-minute timeout. We'll be back with more in 3 minutes' time. Zig is lonking. Thank you, Zig. I refused to eat Java cakes for a while when my old boss thought it was a good idea to put some into work Christmas meal, and I got them while others were getting booze. That is pretty shitty. Who puts a box of Java cakes in a raffle? That's just being a cheap ass, man. I love Java cakes, don't get me wrong, but like in a Christmas raffle though, like, nah, man, come on. Come on. It's the bottom eighth. Ronnie Volters settles in. First pitch to Volters. What's up, Benny? Biz, what's good, man? How are you? And that one's taken right down broad for a strike. It's 0-1. I went out to see a friend yesterday, Biz. We had a good time. I ate way too much. I bought a whole bunch of chocolate. I bought a whole bunch of European treats. Like I got Italian cookies. I got British hobnobs. I got a curly whirly. I got after eights. Very good. Here's the 0-1. How are you, man? That's high and inside, 1-1. We also went to eat ramen. I got ramen. And I had ramen, fried gyoza, kage chicken. It was excellent. And then we went to get dessert. I had cupcakes. I have 2 gourmet cupcakes still in the fridge because I went to the cupcake place and that does like really gourmet cupcakes, and I had some phenomenal stuff. I had a mocha java cupcake with an espresso bean on top. That was a chocolate covered espresso bean. I was just like, I just need to oh my God. Here's the 1-1. Check swing. They're going to ask first base. He did not go. 2-1. Here's the 2-1 pitch. It's lined into left. Is that going to stay fair? It will. It's a fair ball. And it is a single for Ronnie Volters to lead off the 8th. I love how, by the way, all my mods, like if Ducky is here or Pix is here or Val is here or Feepo or Milk or anybody, Sensei Kiri, I love how my mods can know exactly which stream I'm rating. I was lurking in, because now that all the chatbot commands are run by Mix-It-Up-Bot and they appear from me instead of Stream Elements, it tells me I'm a raider from Brownie's stream. So, you know, my mods now know exactly which streams I had tabbed up. I'm good, man. Thanks. Sounds like a good day. We have a chocolate shop by my parents' house. Always hard not to stop. Yeah, ramen is a weakness of mine also. I love it. It was really good. It was pork ramen. Yeah, it was really good. And the chocolate, yeah. And the thing is, I got from the chocolatier as well. I got dark chocolate mints, dark chocolate peanut peanut clusters, dark chocolate bark, dark chocolate sea salt caramel squares, and dark chocolate covered animal crackers. So good. I love the chocolate dip pretzels. They had a first thing when I went in there, Biz. First thing when I went in there, I looked, and there's a stack. Literally, it's about this tall, wrapped, and it's literally just stacked one on top of the other, dark chocolate pretzels. And I'm like, I was like, I had to get out of here. But I was surprised because I told the lady, like, I'm going to get a pound of chocolate. She's like, okay, and she opens the bag. And the pound of, yep, give me the stack. Yeah, exactly. The pound of chocolate was $26.99 a pound. And when I said, can I get some sea salt caramel squares, she threw like 2 in the bag. And I'm like, can I get a few more? You know what I mean? Like, come on. You know? And she was like, yeah. So she threw like 4 mint squares, like four or 6 caramel sea salt squares. I think 2 or 3 pieces of bark and all that, and it came out to like 3/4 of a pound. I thought it was going to be like a pound and a half. I was like, oh, 3/4 of a pound, I'll take it. Here's Art Allison. He's 0 for 2. First pitch. Flight out into the left, but foul. Here is the 0-1. High and away, 1-1. Here's the 1-1. That's fouled off, 1-2. Chocolate pricing in the baking industry is fully coming back to earth. That's something with my current job, one more week, that has been a big issue. Nice. You're on vacation now, aren't you, Biz? Here's the 1-2. Off the plate, 2-2. The 2-2. Below the knees, 3-2. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Line foul down the first base side. Still 3-2. There's the 3-2, and he's popped it up right at second base. He's got it. One down. Finished on Monday, but I put my 2 weeks in, so yeah, I'm on vacation still. Nice. It's going to bring up No. That's going to bring up Charlie Pabor. He's 0 for 3 today. First pitch to Pabor. And he's fouled that off. 0-1. I'm hoping Korea wins today, gets through. You know, I was looking it up, by the way. There is only one World Cup in which Korea won 2 group stage games. That's it. They've never had any other World Cup in which they've won 2 group stage games. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Off the Bernard wanted that pitch, and it looked like a strike, but it's 1-1. I think you can hazard a guess which World Cup they won those 2 group stage games was. Here's the 1-1, and that's high, 2-1. Here's the 2-1. Swung on and missed, 2-2. The catcher misses it as well, though. It's a passed ball. And that goes to Randy Walters goes to second base for free. That is correct. It was the one they hosted in 2002. That's the only World Cup Korea's ever won 2 group stage games in. And they drew Portugal, I think it was. They beat Portugal and beat Poland, and they drew the last team. I can't remember who it was. Probably would have been the United States, I think, actually, and finished top of the group. Here's the 2-2. They had 7 points in that World Cup group stage. Swung on and missed. He struck him out. 2 down. It's going to bring up George Ewell. He's 1 for 3. First pitch to Ewell. Grounded over to second. The throw on to first is in time. And the side is retired. No runs on 1 hit. They left that man on base. We go to the top of the 9th. Last chance for Boston. They trail by 2. It's 4-2. It'll be the 6, 7, 8 spots due up for Boston. Gene Kimball will be the first man up. Hold on. I'm getting pinged. They're joining the network. Say Benny Root. Right. Let me get a shout out going here. New ending means new sponsor. Bubba McGinty is an awesome Football Manager streamer. He will also occasionally play Arc Raiders and PGA Tour 2K25. Give him a follow if you haven't already. Bubba McGinty will sponsor our 9th inning here today. How are you, mate? I'm well, man. How are you? I'm trying to finish this game because in 75 minutes we're doing the World Cup network save. So I'm trying to get this game mopped up so we can do that. You know what I mean? Gene Kimball's going to lead things off. He's 1 for 3 so far today. First pitch to Kimball. That's off the plate, 1-0. Here's the 1-0. Fouled it off. It's 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. That's high, 2-1. Here's the 2-1. Grounded over to second. The throw on to first is in time. 1 away. We're gonna have a substitution now. Bob Addy will come in for Joe Batten. Addy is 8 for 17 so far this season. First pitch to Addy. He's 5 for 10 on pinch hit duty, and he swings on that one. That's way off the zone. 0-1. There's the 0-1 pitch to Addy. And he's flying down into right center field. That's going to be a base hit. And Addy is aboard. The tying run now at the plate. It's Tom Patterson. He's 0 for 3 so far today. First pitch to Patterson. Right down broad. 0-1. Root, are you in the network save we're doing, Root? There's the 0-1. That's high. 1-0. 1-1. It gets by the catcher, and Addy goes to second base. It's a pass ball. Here's the 1-1. Grounded over to first. He takes it to the bag himself, and that's 2 down now for Boston. We're going to get a substitution here. Warren White will come in for Asa Bernard, the pitcher. First pitch to Warren White, and he has ripped that into left center field. Does that stay fair? Yes, it does. Addy scores, and it's an RBI single for Warren White. The tying run is now at the plate. I'm sorry, the tying run is now on first. The winning run is at the plate. Or the go-ahead run is at the plate. I said not winning because it's top of the ninth. It's Bub McAtee. He's 0 for 4. First pitch to McAtee. Check swing. They asked third base. He did not go. And it is 1-0. Here's the 1-0. In there. 1-1. Here's the 1-1. Check swing. They asked third base this time. He went around. And Boston's down to their final strike. Apparently I'm connecting to chat. Can anyone still see? There we go. Here's the 1-2. Popped it up in foul territory. The third baseman there, he's got it. And the ball game is over. Boston get close, but they cannot complete the season sweep of the New York Mutuals. The final score in this one, the Mutuals needed to win to stay alive in this season. They did so. The final score, Boston 3, New York 4. Right. It's time for our post-game show brought to you by Bobby FCG Mast. He's an awesome Dutch streamer who does Gamble with Your Friends, the Saints Row series, the Division 2. Give him a follow if you haven't already. Bobby, FCG Mass, will sponsor our post-game show. It's time to bring out the pens to make this official. Let's go through your statistics, starting with the batting statistics, starting with your visiting Boston Red Stockings. Bub McAtee had 5 at-bats. He did not have a single hit. He made 1 fielding error. Al Reach had 3 at-bats. He did not have a single hit. He scored 1 run. He had a base on balls. Tom Carey had 4 at-bats. He had 3 hits. He scored 1 run. He had a fielding error. Andy Leonard had 4 at-bats. He had 1 hit. It was a double. It was an RBI. Tommy Beals had 3 at-bats. He did not have a hit. It was a base on balls. He had a base on balls. Gene Kimball had 4 at-bats. He had 1 hit. It was an RBI single. Joe Batten had 3 at-bats. He did not have a hit. He had 2 fielding errors. Tom Patterson had 4 at-bats. He did not have a hit. Asa Bernard had 3 at-bats. He had 1 hit. It was a triple. Bob Addy had 1 at-bat. It was a hit, and he scored a run. Warren White had 1 at-bat. It was a hit, and it was an RBI single. Total batting statistics for the Boston Red Stockings. 5 and 3 is 8, and 4 is 12, and 4 is 16, and 3 is 19, and 4 is 23. 3 is 26, and 4 is 30, and 3 is 33, and 1 is 34, and 1 is 35. At-bats is the total. Runs, 3. Hits, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 I have. Doubles, 1. Triples, 1. Base on balls, 2. Strikeouts, none. Stolen bases, none. Sacrifices, none. RBIs, 3. Fielding errors, 4. We'll do the pitching statistics in a moment. For the hometown New York Mutuals, Mike McGeary had 4 at-bats. He had 1 hit. It was a double. Steve Bellin had 3 at-bats. He did not have a hit. He scored 1 run. He had a base on balls. Cal McVeigh had 4 at-bats. He had 1 hit. He had 1 run. Henry Burroughs had 3 at-bats. He did not have a hit. He was hit by the pitch once. Riney Walters had 4 at-bats. He had 2 hits. And he scored 1 run. Art Allison had 3 at-bats. He did not have a hit, and he had a sacrifice. Charlie Pabor had 4 at-bats. He did not have a hit. He struck out once. George Ewell had 4 at-bats. He had 1 hit. It was a double. It was an RBI, and he scored a run. And Pete Donnelly had 3 at-bats, and he only had 1 hit. Your total batting statistics for the New York Mutuals. 4 and 3 is 7, and 4 is 11, and 3 is 14, and 4 is 18, and 3 is 21, and 4 is 25, and 4 is 29, and 3 is 32. Runs, 4. Hits, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7. 1, 2. Oh, I counted the sack as 1. Hold on. So 1, 2, 4, 5. Yeah, only 6 hits. 1 double. No, 2 doubles. 2 doubles. That's probably going to bleed through the next page now. Great. 1 base on balls. 1 strikeout. No stolen bases. 1 sacrifice. 1 RBI. No fielding errors. Which, considering New York had, 11 in the previous game, I think it was? Wasn't it 11 fielding? Yeah, they had 11 fielding errors in the previous game. None is a miracle. Your pitching statistics now. Asa Bernard gets credited with the loss. He goes to 11 and 7 on the season. He had 8 innings pitched. His pitch count was 109. He had 1 base on balls, 1 strikeout, 6 hits, 4 runs. Only 2 of them were earned. For Riney Walters, he gets credited with the win. That will improve him to 12 and 4 on the season. He pitched all 9 innings. His pitch count's 107. He walked 2, struck out none, gave up 8 hits, 3 runs, but and all 3 of them were earned. So, um, and that's your statistics. We can close the book on the 26th of August now. Official match attendance was 1,003. Official match time 2 hour and 12 minutes. That is the end of the 26th of August. We advance once to the 27th. The next game on this stream is going to be a big one. The Boston Red Stockings at the Philadelphia Athletics. Why is it big? Let's look at the standings. The loss actually drops Boston off the top of the American League. It's the first time in about 2 months the Red Stockings have not been atop the American League. They are now a half game back of the Cleveland Forest Cities. At 4-2 are 14-7 themselves. Boston dropped to 13-7. Boston now 5-5 in their last 10, and they've lost 5 of their last 6. Philadelphia on a 3-game slide, though. They're 3.5 back. So Philly needs to get this win to claw Boston a little bit closer to themselves and at least try to keep pace with the Cleveland Forest Cities. On the opposite side, the win keeps New York in the race for now. They are 4 games back of the National League leading Rockford Forest Cities. At 12-4 are the New York Mutuals. And again, they are still 2 games away from elimination. They have 6 games left in their season, New York, which means the most wins they can get is 18, which means if Rockford Forest Cities win 2 of their remaining games, which they have 4 left, or Fort Wayne, who has 6 left, win 3 of the remaining games, then New York will be out. If New York lose 1 and Rockford win 1, they will be out. If New York lose 2, they will be out. So New York staving off elimination a little bit longer, but they are very much up against it still at 12-14. Fort Wayne still sitting at 5-13. They're in third place, 2 games back of Rockford. Chicago is the one to watch here. They're 2 games back of Rockford as well, but they've lost 2 straight. They're 4-6 in their last 10. Rockford are on a tear. They're 9-1 in their last 10. They've won 8 straight. The magic number for Rockford is 7. That's very low as we get into the later parts of the season. It's still wide open in the American League. Rockford, the best they can finish is 21-11. If they do, they might win the pennant. But if Rockford, say, drop 3 of their last 4 and they go to 18, they finish the season, let's say, with 18 wins, then it's all to play for because Chicago has 12 left, and they will need to only win 7 of those to probably jump, or 7 or 8 of those to jump Rockford. But that's where they stand. So the next stream for Out of the Park, as we take a look, is going to be Friday. We're going to do a double. It's going to be another dual game stream. So it'll be Out of the Park at the start and then into Football Manager. And then we follow that with Monday, same thing, Out of the Park into Football Manager. So that's coming on Monday. The brand new schedule for July is up on Twitch. It's up on Discord. It's up on Blue Sky. It's up on Twitter. Go check it out if you haven't already. It's a nice, clean graphic for you guys. Go check it out if you haven't already. I actually can probably link the graphic to you. Give me a second. Let me get you guys this nice graphic for you guys. But here's a link to our July schedule. Of course, right click place don't work. Here's a link to our July schedule. But there you go. And yeah, definitely go check it out. That's what we got in July. A lot more Out of the Park coming. So we have, as of right now, just to walk you guys through it, right? For the rest of, we got 2 games left for June. That's going to be Boston at Philly and probably Washington at Philly. And then we have how many games in July? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games of out of the park in July. So that's going to take us to 1 is going to be September. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So at the end of July, we'll be halfway through September. We'll have about a month left of the regular season. So it's looking, we're looking at like end of August, end of September when we get closer to the World Series. So definitely look forward to that. Right. We are not going to do perfect team today because we have only about an hour to go, and a lot of people are flying into the Football Manager save. So we're going to get set up because I've heard it's a fucking mess. If you're at the end of the YouTube recording, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Until then, take care.